Through the generosity of Wesfarmers and Bendat scholarships, 3 talented young artists from the West Australian Opera's Young Artists program had the extraordinary opportunity to have intensive opera coaching during a 2-week residency in New York City. These talented young artists, mezzo-soprano Caitlin Cassidy, soprano Sarah Gilmartin, and collaborative pianist Lachlan Brown, were privileged to work with some of New York's finest and most experienced teachers, coaches, and conductors. The training of the singing voice is the basis of the opera singer's art. And our 2 singers worked privately with the famed Ruth Falcon, who teaches at Mannes College, the new school for music. Work on techniques of breathing and the art of singing were the focus of our young artist study with Miss Falcon. Mezzo piano, very legato. Place the L. Up, then we'll just before the beat. This, you have to really concentrate. It's something that until it becomes... Singers, of course, need extensive coaching, focusing on all aspects of musical preparation, interpretation, and style. Line up the vowels.
Charme and larme.
Yeah.
Our young artists worked closely with the West Australian Opera's artistic director, Joseph Colaneri, and the Metropolitan Opera coach, Vlad Iftinka, to explore and study opera repertory at the highest levels of interpretation.
And now go with a little bit, imagine a huge portamento between the notes.
I'll show you a little something here. La fede e nell'amore is one phrase, but he writes a rest in between. And he writes crescendo. For you to make those 2 phrases match, don't taper fede. Nella fede. Keep the crescendo through. You sing up to the rest. Breathe and go right on, and it will feel as if the phrase is not interrupted. If you sing nella fede, end. Start again. If you make the crescendo, it doesn't feel like an end. Okay?
Okay.
Use this also when you have to take a breath that's unscheduled. The public is not aware of it if you crescendo toward it.
Okay.
because the line remains.
Okay.
Okay. Nella fede. 1, 2, 3. Good. Do it once more. Nella fede.
Cielo, a quale umil stato fatale io son ridotta da un consorte crudele.
Exactly. So one more time.
Since
Oh,
opera is a
cielo.
close marriage of words and music, expressive diction becomes a central goal in the preparation of every opera singer.
Da un consorte crudel.
Glenn Morton, who teaches lyric diction at Manus,
Right, exactly.
as well
So
as serving
naturally,
as
as
artistic
the
director
emotion
of
gets
2
stronger,
European
what we have to do
programs,
is when
La
we
Lingua della
exaggerate
Lirica
consonants, it
and
becomes
L'Art
much
du
more
Chant
exaggerated.
Français,
Okay, so
brought
if you
our
used-
young
you're
artists
used
to a
rolling
heightened
R
awareness
somewhere,
of
here
lyric
it'd be 5,
expression.
You know,
Okay.
if your husband is really cruel, it's
Yeah.
un consorte crudel. Right,
Okay.
exactly.
And then there's the humanity of it, right? Now the humanity, since she's committed to the spiritual aspect, the human aspect is not something that she wants.
Opera
Well,
is
as a
also
priestess,
drama, and here the
it's
young
interesting
artists
because
were
you have 2
privileged to
layers
work
to-
with Nicholas
to
Muni,
yourself. You have
a
the
renowned
human
acting
layer,
teacher
and
and
then you have
international
this
stage
layer of
director who
spirituality
opened
where
new dramatic
you want to
vistas
transcend
to our young
your
artists
humanity.
through analysis
And I
and
guess
study
that's
of text
wherein,
and
the
dramatic
drama lies for
intention.
someone like Adalgisa, because
Sospirar non vista al fin passia, qui dove a me sofferse la prima volta quel fatal romano che mi rende rovella.
Good. Okay. Lachlan Brown, our young artist collaborative
Shape
pianist,
everything else
was present
around
at
that.
all sessions,
Okay? One more time.
absorbing the techniques necessary to be a first-rate opera coach. He also had individual sessions with Vlad Ivtinka, who concentrated with him on elements of operatic interpretation for the collaborative pianist.
You forgot to breathe. You forgot to breathe. Well, the thing is that with this, the reason you have to sing is because it's the only way, even if it's not in a supportive way like she would do, is the only way that you will realize, because the basic functions, the basic needs are going to be the same, you understand?
Yeah.
So, one more time.
From the start?
Yeah. Yeah, but would you breathe?
The 3 young artists also filled their reservoirs, as I like to say, by visiting the Metropolitan Museum of Art, including the great musical instrument collection. Here they could experience the wider aspects of the arts as expressed in painting and sculpture of all periods. 2 performances were arranged for the young artists, one at the home of Douglas and B.B. Broadwater, and one for the opening fall dinner of the Metropolitan Opera Club, which was held at one of New York's premier private club venues, the Knickerbocker Club. Our young artists also attended the final dress of the Metropolitan Opera's new production of Eugene Onegin, where they were privileged to meet the star of the opera, Anna Netrebko. The city of New York was available in all its splendor to the young artists as they experienced its varied cultures, themes, and cuisines. We at West Australian Opera are thrilled with the potential of these young artists as they prepare to step out into the big, wide world of opera.